Hi Taurus, thank you so much for visiting my channel today, Merging Timelines. We started your video, it cut out, camera was full. Take two, try it again, right? So I get the first message, two messages that came up, one from the last, but one right now, is that you're giving someone a second chance, or you're trying to give someone a second chance. And I can see the resistance. I can feel the resistance, should I say, in giving this person a second chance. I also wanted to say someone stole something from you. I mean, now this doesn't have to be tangible, you know. I mean, on every other accord, when we're talking with Taurus, it's definitely something we're talking about. It's something you can lay eyes on, Mel. But when I mean someone stole something from me, this one thing, would you believe I can't give you the evidence that it was stolen, that it's gone? Like, somebody took your piece, girl. Somebody took your piece. Boy. You know, like, I feel like what we're talking about here, I know. Don't tell me it's the mind, because the mind is a powerful thing, right? And so when I feel like somebody wants to say, you know what? I never really thought about it, but ding, 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 that's it. That's that thing, Mel. Girl, you're on point. Boy, I know, okay? I know. But they stole your piece. Like, they literally snatched it out of the thin air and just, shoo, before you know, it was chaos. It was chaos, Mel, to the point where I couldn't uphold myself. And you know what I do best? I uphold myself. Like, when I mean I'm a brick house, I'm a brick house. Ew. Like, I like that. You know, like, respect. When I do it, I do it. One fellow fixed sign to another. I know. We don't switch up. You know, so it's hard when you're playing with other people that can go like this on you. Like, ooh, do you see it now? Ooh. And it's kind of like they want to stir up this reaction of you because they can see how you rely on things. You know, like how you rely on things to always be the same. And so when some people don't thrive in a realm like that, it becomes very irritable for you. Because then they're trying to say, okay, well, can't always be the same in life, okay? It just can't. You have, wow, that's powerful. Can I just take that back for a second? Yes, I did it. But geez, Two of Cups and the Lovers. Wow. Now you could be dealing with, is it Sag? There was another sign out here that got the same cards, head and heart. Wow, I really want to say it's Sag now. Jeez. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, check that video out. But for those of you who are not, the Two of Cups is a very sweet divine connection. I mean, like, it means that I'm okay to feel. I'm okay to feel like I'm open to receiving feelings again. I mean, in a place where I wasn't, because the last time I felt for something, it ran me in a nutcase. Like, Mel, I mean, insane is not the word for where I was at that time place. You know, like, I was a danger to myself. Taurus, I'm gonna throw this one back in because we're not ready. We're not ready, Taurus. Are we ready to discuss this topic at hand? Right? Are we ready to get down into the cards and say, this is what this is about? You know what? I can see where we're going. Are you ready? Because I know you're waiting for the cards. Like, I can talk and talk for days, and it's like, you know. But let me see the cards, Mel. What did they say? Okay. Let's get these cards going then. Let's get this evidence of what happened. You know, like, let's go ahead and put it out on the table, and then there it is. It's their fault. Are you ready to do this? Are you ready to call judgment on them? Are you ready to say, and because it's here, I feel okay to say, all right, try again, take 2. Okay, because if you do it like that again, things won't go down the same. And I see you like laying down the law, like, do it again and it won't go down the same. Wow. So you really have to like put up the boundary with somebody or something. You know, say that it's work and you say to your boss, all right, I'm here today, but I'm here for the next 8 hours. And after that, there's no more. Okay? Okay. Boundaries. Respect mine and I'll respect yours. You don't want me peeking outside your window? Did you answer that call, Susan? Not for the next 8 hours. Do you hear me? So really putting up those boundaries. Really having no fear and saying, okay, look, not today, okay? Not today. Or not ever again. All right, let's go ahead and cut your deck because I'm not feeling like really shifty with it. I'm getting a whole bunch of nerves in my hand that's not allowing me to like feel calm and shaking these cards out. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I feel like a lot of you are very nervous about what I'm gonna say. Like, calm down. It's not gonna be that ugly, I promise. Bottom of the deck, whoa. Okay. Am I ready to deliver this message? I don't know. Happiness. Emotional happiness. You're feeling this. Like, you're feeling this to the point where it's allowing you to come back to memories that align to this same feeling. Like, I can remember when I felt like this before. I can hold the space where I felt like this before. I can think about the space where I felt like this before. It's not a prison. It's not like I'm a victim of the reality. I'm not a victim of thinking that was my happy place. Like, and as a matter of fact, I can hold the frequency of saying to you, Mel, that was my happy place. You know, like, I was genuinely happy in that moment. I was genuinely all the way there. I saw everything within this experience. I saw it all. And I was like almost gonna say, this is too easy. Like, you mean to tell me I found the right job, I found the right person, and I have the kids to go with it? Like, this is too easy, you know? And I think just as you said that, you spoke too soon. Your world shifted, you know? And so let's go ahead and, wow, talk about those truths that are, you're like allowing them to come up, possibly having some heart-to-heart conversations about this. If it's not with people, it's with yourself, you know, because things are coming up to the point where they're affecting everything around you. And all you can do is say, you know what? I accept this, and I accept that. And I accept the way that makes you feel in accepting this, you know, but all I can say is this is what's coming up within me. You know, this is what I need to release. I mean, I feel like the moon cycles, I'm in alignment with the moon, Mel, would you believe? Maybe your cycle's in alignment with the moon like Mel's is, you know, where like every sense of moon comes out, and that period is when you feel like the weakest. But it's not about feeling weak, right? It's about the cleansing, right? And the bleeding is I don't know why I'm going here with you guys. Oh God, for the men, I'm so sorry. But the purging is what you needed. to allow yourself to just say, okay, I sacrificed this because I did know that it was for me. I did know that I felt for this on a deep way that would almost feel as though I would just burn it and say, okay, it's my choice. It's my choice to walk away. It's my choice to give it up. And that's the power I took in doing so, you know? And so you're ironing out this thought, even if you weren't doing it at that time with this, I know I took this choice. I think that now you're getting to a place where you can say, yes, Mel, you're right. Ultimately, I made the choice that got us where we are today. Okay? Maybe that's the truth that you are admitting to yourself or admitting to someone else, or just having this divine conversation between both ends of you. The end of you that felt like you needed to protect yourself, and the end of you that's saying, okay, now that I've gotten away from what I felt like was causing me harm, was it really though? 1111. Okay. So you can't get this job, you can't get this relationship to start because it seems like it's a done deal. Like when I mean I put it down, I put it down. And I know that I almost did it to protect myself. I can see where I did that now. But it's a done deal. You know, like, what can I do about it now, Mel? You know, things are a little messy. Life gets messy. You know, like, think about the most fun projects, the most fruitful projects. Aha, let's take it to the most tastiest projects, right? Talk about bacon cookies, right? We're gonna bake some peanut butter cookies, some peanut butter chocolate cookies, and it's about to get really sticky and mushy and just a mess. We got flour, I don't bake, okay? So we've got sugar, we've got peanut butter, we've got chocolate, all eggs and everything, all in the mix. And OMG, is it about to get messy, right? And in the mess, when you're mixing all of the mess, what's the rule of thumb? What's the rule of thumb when you're mixing all of the continents? Continents? Yeah. Moving along, what's the rule of thumb when we're mixing all of the materials, right? I know, you said it. Don't eat in the process of doing so, right? Don't eat it, right? You're telling your kids, don't you eat that batter, you're gonna get sick, and I need you to go to school tomorrow. Okay, Johnny? So don't do it, or you're still getting on the bus anyways. So that's the rule of thumb that you're like, okay, don't eat during the mix. I understand, Mel. So where are we taking this? We're taking this at, okay, in the point of shadow and in between, right? Because what we're seeing right now, if you're looking at it the way I'm looking at it, you've got the moon, you've got the sun. So right here and right in between here is the dual aspect. And you're going to sit here and say, okay, basically in the middle is where I need to be, right? But I was always on one of the other polarity. And so I was either all the way in or all the way out. So what you're telling me now, Mel, is that I had to be still in between. You know, I could not allow myself to just wrap this up and say I'm done, you know? Because of course, how would my cookies come out if I just didn't shift the materials in the bowl, right? If I didn't mix them properly, if I didn't blend them with so much patience and kindness and belief in them, right? If I didn't mix them, would they be good? Or would they just be eggs and flour and sugar? How's those cookies taste? Now, I know that you may have wanted to serve somebody this way after all of the crap they gave you, but that's not coming from a place of unconditional love, is it? You know? So, wow, this reading is going so long. Now that you're in the mode of creating, because you will be soon, you'll be in this mode of saying, wow, that was my thing. That's my craft, Mel. If somebody said who bakes, baking is me. Okay, if somebody said who draws the best, ooh, girl, wait till you see this, you know? And so now that you're very sure about who you are, if not, you're dealing with an Aries, but this Aries could be helping you to hold that gift, to hold that creative aspect of yourself, because they do it very well. You know, one thing about the Aries energy, they literally know how to empower you, right? They know how to make you feel like, okay, you're good at this. Like, I love the way you do this. Like, they come home from work and they're like, how about those cookies? You know, I've had such a bad day, but I could really use your cookies. And then here we go. Wow. So this person has been giving you love, right? You could be dealing with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be a father figure to you, or this could be someone who is allowing you to kind of upgrade on your unconditional love aspect of life, right? With this card of emotion, this is Scorpio, so you could be dealing with Scorpio. But there's a lot of people on the board right now, so I don't want you to focus on signs. We're getting so far in your video. There's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, so all water signs play a part of this, and fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. But what I will say about these two cards coming into the trio about something that's within that you feel like, you know what, I put that down. And so let's talk about something else, because that project just isn't something that I could even bear fruit from. Like, that's how far gone the opportunity is, okay? I feel like you have a stillness of your expression. Now you're just giving, and you've accepted the fact that sometimes when you give, you may not get it back. You may not. And it's a little disappointing at first, but when you realize and take in compassion for how you've allowed yourself to get to this point and how another person may feel coming to you for help, you start to realize, they need me. Aren't I that foundation? Aren't I that solid rock? Isn't that my strength? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's your strength. It's a lot, you know, it's a lot to be in this realm that everyone's brought into, but everyone doesn't have the common sense of how to survive in it. Could you imagine? It's like everyone dropped their kids off at the pool, you know, and you're like, but I can't swim. This is kind of like humans in the human experience. You know, everyone is sent here for the experience, for the collective expansion, but not everyone has the same strength. And so that puts the emphasis on community. I feel like you're understanding all of what is being said to you right now, to the point where you're like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit of aggravation because I'm definitely tracking with you. I mean, like, I went to bingo and for some reason I won. Like, out of nowhere. Would you believe, Mel? Like, the universe picked me. And I then went to play the lotto and bam, picked me. And would you believe that I went to the gas station and found $20 on the ground? Like, bam, pick me, you know? And I feel like, so at this point, life is just really going your way to the point where you're like, okay, what is all of this really about? Or if you're not experiencing this yet, it is going to be because I think that you're leveling up within your emotional realm. Like you are finding a way of feeling very secure within your own emotions. Like no one else can turn you upside down ever again. No one else can make you feel something that you will not allow. And so with all of these synchronicities, you are the angel of synthesis, right? All of this thing just lining up for you. It's like the divine wants you to win. Like they want you to win. They want you to be the longest, the strongest one standing. They didn't make you the Taurus for no reason, okay? Like they didn't say, Taurus, I want you to be out here in the physical human experience at the bottom. No, no, no. They wanted you to be at the top, okay? They wanted you to be the loudest point of expression. But the loudest point of expression has never been about what you're saying, but what it looks like, right? And so if it ever looked like money, it looks like Taurus. In the white light of my soul, I see the synthesis of who I am. So you're starting to see who you are. I'm definitely getting this with this card of pairing up with this fire sign, whether it is an Aries or just you understanding your own individual gift. It says, synthesis is a key quality for understanding. What the future brings, the energy of the appreciation is very important in order to understand the meaning of synthesis in our lives without becoming victims of what happens with the quality, without becoming victims of what happens. So I think we started the video, it's a lengthy one, but the one starting about victims. So you are not going to say that things happened to me. I'm going to recognize how I allowed myself to be in this position based off of literally looking at my head and heart as if they were two different parts of my existence. Like we were two different people. And then noticing that this is the same person. No, this is the same person I'm capable of attracting as well. Yes. And so with the quality of the synthesis, we develop the ability to see unity in diversity, and we open the way of the inner wisdom that brings wonderful synchronicity into our lives. Right? So thank the universe. It says, for helping me to see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is the highest good. I feel like you're getting ready to share this. Everything you've went through, you recognize who was the person taking you through it, right? You've developed this unconditional love for yourself, with receiving both ends of yourself, with seeing yourself in the brightest light and also seeing yourself in the darkest of times. You recognize that opportunities that were put away was because you were only owning one end of the spectrum, right? And you felt like you had to move in order to sustain your gift, when really your gift stands the minute you express it, okay? Wow, this was a lengthy one, but if you stuck through to the end, you're a real one. And I appreciate every bit of who you are. Thank you for being the strongest element of our reality.